You're lying in your bed. The room is completely dark. You know there's nothing there. You've checked the closet. You've checked under the bed. The door is locked. The alarm is set. You are completely safe. And yet something in you is not fully convinced. A sound, a shadow, a creak in the floor. And for a fraction of a second, your heart responds before your brain can stop it. Why does that happen? You know you are safe. Your mind knows it. But something older and deeper in you doesn't get the message. That something has a name. And it is not weakness. It's not irrational. It is one of the most successful survival systems ever built. It just has a problem. It was built for a world that no longer exists. For most of human history, the night was not safe. For 200,000 years, your ancestors lived without walls, without locks, without lights. The darkness was not an inconvenience. The darkness was where things that wanted to eat you lived. Leopards are nocturnal hunters. They don't chase prey in open daylight. They wait. They use shadows. They move when you can't see them. Our ancestors in Africa faced real predators every single night. When the sun went down, everything changed. The sounds changed, the shapes changed, the rules changed, and there was no flashlight, no streetlight, no phone screen. Just fire, and even fire only lit a small circle. The rest was darkness, and the darkness was alive. This wasn't fear for no reason. This was a rational response to a very real threat. The ancestors who were afraid of the dark stayed closer to the fire. They made noise to signal their group. They slept lighter. They woke faster. And they survived. The ones who were not afraid of the dark, they did not leave as many descendants. Fear of the dark was not a flaw. It was a competitive advantage. And you inherited it. Your brain has a structure called the amygdala. Think of it as a threat detector, a small, ancient part buried deep inside your skull. The amygdala does not speak in logic, it speaks in pattern. When you see a shadow move in the dark, the amygdala fires before you can reason about it. Before your prefrontal cortex can say that's just a curtain, your amygdala has already sent the signal. Heart rate up, breathing faster, muscles tensed. This is the fight or flight response, and it runs faster than thought. This is why you can't just decide to not be afraid. The fear doesn't come from your thinking brain. It comes from a system that predates thought itself. In the dark, your brain loses visual information. Suddenly, the amygdala is running on incomplete data. And here's what it does when information is missing. It fills the gap with threat. Not probably safe, threat. That's the default. Assume danger until proven otherwise. Because if you assume safety and you were wrong, you didn't get a second chance. If you assumed danger and you were wrong, the cost was just a few lost minutes of sleep. The math made sense in the cave. Your brain still runs that math. Here's the problem. The leopard is not in your bedroom. The threat that shaped this system vanished, at least for most people in the modern world. You have walls, you have locks, you have fire on demand with the flip of a switch. The darkness is no longer dangerous. But your amygdala did not get the update. It runs the same code it ran 200,000 years ago. Any sudden sound in the dark? Threat response. Any unexpected movement in a shadowed corner? Threat response. The system cannot tell the difference between your cat knocking over a glass and a predator entering the space. So it treats them the same. And this is why fear of the dark doesn't go away with knowledge. You can know, absolutely know that you are safe, and the alarm still fires. Because the alarm doesn't listen to what you know. It responds to what it senses. And it was calibrated for a world where darkness meant danger. Children are especially sensitive to this. A child's amygdala is fully functional years before their prefrontal cortex can override it. So a 3-year-old lying in the dark has no braking system for the fear. The terror is real. It is biological. It is not imagined. They are simply running ancient software on a modern problem. And honestly, so are you, so am I. There's something strange about realizing this. The fear you feel in the dark is not a malfunction. It is a message from a system that kept your entire lineage alive through 200,000 years of genuine danger. Every night in the dark for thousands of generations, something in your ancestors triggered that alarm. And because of it, they moved carefully. They stayed grouped. They watched. They woke up. And you exist. The fear in the dark is not weakness, it is memory. A memory older than language, older than fire, older than the concept of safety itself. Your bedroom is not a cave, but your brain doesn't fully know that. And maybe that's okay. Not every ancient instinct needs to be fixed. Some of them just need to be understood. Your brain is older than you think.